Do you realize your words are building your future? Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Every phrase you repeat to yourself is either a brick in your success or a wall holding you back. Think about it. When you say, "I'm tired," your brain makes you tired. When you say, "I can't," your mind shuts down possibilities. So let me ask you, what reality are you speaking into existence? Don't just hear my voice, feel the weight of these words. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share something that has transformed countless lives. It's powerful yet simple, so simple you may wonder why you never fully understood it before. One morning, as I stood in my office looking at my reflection in the window, a profound truth struck me. Every day, we speak about 16,000 words. But here's what stopped me in my tracks. How many of those words are directed at ourselves? And more importantly, what exactly are we saying when we do? Your mind is the most advanced system ever created. Right now, it's processing every word, every thought, and every feeling you're experiencing. Yet there's something remarkable happening that most people never notice. Your mind doesn't just process your words, it accepts them. It takes them in as truth. There's a universal principle as certain as gravity. Yet most people go through life unaware of it. The words you speak to yourself in quiet moments when nobody else can hear are shaping your reality right now. They're building your future. They're creating your destiny. I've traveled across continents and spoken with people from all walks of life, and I've discovered something fascinating. The most successful individuals, the ones who have broken every barrier and overcome every limitation, all share one thing in common. They've mastered the practice of speaking to themselves in a way that builds their future. Here's what's even more powerful. This isn't some rare gift or talent they were born with. It's not a skill reserved for a select few. It's a method, almost like a technology, that anyone can learn. And I'm going to show you how. In just 3 days, yes, 3 days, you can begin to change your entire life. Over the years, your brain has built neural pathways, some formed decades ago, based on the words you've been telling yourself. Some of you have repeated, "I'm not good enough," for so long that your brain has created a direct route to that belief. Others have said, "I can't afford it," so often that your mind automatically goes there before you even see the price. But what if I told you that in just 3 days, you could start building new pathways? What if I told you that in the next 72 hours, you could begin reprogramming the most powerful system in the universe, your mind? You might think 3 days isn't enough, that it's impossible. But let me ask you this: how long does it really take for a seed begins to grow the moment it's planted? As soon as it touches fertile soil, change starts, even if you can't see it yet. The same principle applies to your mind. From the moment you begin speaking new words to yourself, a shift begins. New neural pathways start forming. New opportunities start appearing. That's exactly what we're about to explore. The specific words, the exact phrases, and the clear method that can begin this transformation in your life. When I first came across this principle, it deeply moved me. Science has proven that your brain cannot distinguish between what you vividly imagine and what is actually happening. Think about that. When you speak to yourself, your brain creates neural pathways as if the experience is happening right now. Let me explain this in a way that can change how you view yourself forever. Each morning when you say, "I'm tired," your brain instantly releases chemicals that make you feel exhausted. When you tell yourself, "This is too difficult," your brain starts shutting down pathways to solutions. Your words aren't just sounds, they're instructions to your nervous system. They act like blueprints for your biology. Research shows that your subconscious processes around 400 billion bits of information every second. And what filter does it use to decide what matters most? Your words. The things you repeatedly tell yourself become the command codes for this powerful system in your mind. I remember working with a young woman who believed she couldn't succeed in business. For years, she told herself, "I'm not good with numbers," and each time she faced a spreadsheet, her mind would simply shut down. But when we shifted her words to, "I'm learning to understand numbers better every day," something changed. Within weeks, she was reviewing reports with confidence. Her words literally rewired her brain's response to numbers. Your mind operates on what I call the construction site principle. Imagine you're building a house. You don't throw materials around aimlessly. You follow a plan. Your words are the blueprint for your mind. When you say, "I am becoming stronger every day," You're not just making a statement, you're laying the foundation for new neural architecture. Manifestation is not simply about positive thinking. It's about aligned thinking. Your words must match the natural laws of growth and progress. When you say, "I am in the process of mastering this skill," you're not lying to yourself, you're giving your brain a clear direction, a path to follow. Every time you've told yourself, "I can't," you've built a wall in your mind. Each time you've said, "It's impossible," you've dug a trench around your potential. But these barriers aren't made of stone or steel, they're made of words. And words can be changed. Here's something important to understand about your mental barriers. They were built through repetition, and they can be removed through repetition. When you constantly told yourself, "I'm not good enough," you didn't believe it the first time. But over time, through repetition, it became your truth. Now we'll use the same principle in reverse. A single drop of water may seem powerless against a rock, but falling on the same spot again and again, it eventually breaks through. Your new words, repeated consistently, will do the same to your mental barriers. They will wear them down until they disappear. Your brain has an extraordinary ability called neuroplasticity, the capacity to form new connections. Throughout life, each time you speak to yourself in a new way, you're not just making noise, you're reshaping the actual structure of your brain. You're creating new pathways for success, new routes for progress, new highways toward prosperity. And this is why what I'm about to share is so crucial. Once you learn to use your words systematically, strategically, and consistently for 3 days, you're not just changing thoughts, you're changing the foundation of your success. You're not simply adjusting your mindset, you're redesigning your destiny. Do you see the scale of what we're discussing? This isn't just about feeling better, it's about altering the operating system of your life. And in the next few moments, I'll show you how to begin this 3-day process that will transform the way you speak to yourself, and in turn, change how you experience your entire existence. Have you ever wondered why some changes take years while others happen quickly? Let me share something powerful with you about the number 3. 3 days is not random, it's a pattern built into transformation itself. Just as steel must reach a certain temperature before it can be reshaped, your mind requires a set period to begin its change. The strength of 3 days lies in its ability to disrupt automatic thinking. Your current patterns are like a river that's been flowing in one direction for years, carving deep channels into your mind. What makes 3 days significant? It's long enough to create disruption, but short enough to maintain focus. Think about it. On the first day of doing something new, it feels nearly impossible. That's because your mind is resisting years of old habits. But by day 2, the resistance starts to weaken. And on day 3, you're not just repeating new words, you're beginning to embody them. I learned this while working with top performers worldwide. Those who committed to focused change for 3 days reach what I call breakthrough momentum. It's like pushing a heavy boulder. The first day requires enormous effort. The second day, it begins to move more easily. And by the third day, it gathers enough momentum to break through barriers. For years, your mind has been running on repeated thoughts and words. Some of you have been operating on the same mental programs for decades. But you can begin rewriting this software in just 3 days. Not completely, but enough to set a new direction. Here's how the process unfolds. On day 1, you'll feel as if you're lying to yourself. Your old patterns will fight for attention. When you say, "I am becoming more powerful every day," your old programming will reject it. This is normal, and it's the necessary start of reformation. On day 2, something subtle begins. Your mind runs out of resistance. Just like a child who tires after a tantrum, your old patterns begin to quiet down. This is when your new words start finding fertile ground. Mental reformation isn't only about adding new thoughts. It's about weakening the resistance to those thoughts. And then comes day 3. This is the turning point. Your mind starts searching for evidence to support your new words. Instead of rejecting positive self-talk, it looks for proof that what you're saying is real. This is the tipping point of transformation. But let's be clear, this isn't about simple positive thinking. It's about strategic reprogramming. Every word you speak during these 3 days must be chosen carefully. Every phrase must be crafted to build new neural pathways. Your old thoughts are like deeply worn trails in a forest. For years, your mind has walked the same paths. "I'm not enough. I can't do it. It's too hard. These are the routes most traveled in your mental landscape. The 3-day transformation doesn't try to erase these paths overnight. Instead, it creates stronger, more empowering ones. How? By acknowledging the old patterns without fighting them, then redirecting your energy. When the old path says, "I can't," you don't argue, you redirect toward a new path that says, "I am in the process of becoming capable." Think of your old thoughts like a TV channel that's been playing the same program for years. We're not smashing the TV, we're changing the channel. And we're keeping it tuned to the new one for 3 days, until your mind starts to prefer it. Breaking old thought patterns isn't about force, it's about focus. It's about creating new mental routes so compelling that your mind naturally chooses them. That's what the 3-day process does. I'm going to show you exactly what to say during these days. I'll give you the exact words and precise phrases that will begin reshaping your mental framework. These aren't just affirmations, they're instructions to your subconscious. Commands for your neural networks, blueprints for your new reality. Do you see the scale of what's possible in just 3 days? Can you sense the potential within you? Because what comes next is not only about what to say, it's about how to say it in a way your mind cannot ignore, a way that makes transformation inevitable. This is where we shape the exact language that will reconstruct your life. The moment you've been waiting for, the words that will reshape your reality. But before I share them, understand this truth. Words are not just sounds. They are waves of energy that move through your entire being. When you speak to yourself, you're not just making noise, you're programming your destiny. What I'm about to share isn't simply a list of phrases, it's a method of transformation. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to succeed," you must say, "Success flows to me naturally." See the difference? The first implies struggle, the second implies certainty. Your mind responds to certainty. When you wake up, don't just say, "I can do this." Say, "I am designed for excellence, built for achievement, created for greatness." Your mind doesn't just hear these words, it builds reality around them. Every word lays down new pathways in your brain. So how do you restructure negative self-talk? When your mind says, "I'm not ready," you immediately shift it to, "I am growing into my potential every moment." When the mind whispers, "I'm afraid," respond with, "I am becoming more confident with every breath." Notice we are not fighting the negative thought, we are reshaping its energy. This process is not about denying your present reality, but about speaking your intended reality into being. When you say, "I am becoming wealthier every day," you are not deceiving yourself, you are giving your subconscious direction. You are creating a pathway for abundance to move toward you. Here's a phrase I want you to use whenever doubt arises. "I am the master of my circumstances, not a victim of them." Speak it, feel the strength in those words. Your mind is already forming new pathways as you hear them. Each time you look into the mirror, say, "I am becoming more powerful every day." Do not say it only with your lips, speak it with your entire being. Let every cell in your body align with those words. Your body does not know the difference between reality and what you vividly imagine. When challenges appear, and they will, your response must become, "This is happening for my growth, not to me." Notice the difference. One mindset creates defeat, the other builds resilience. Your mind will always move toward your dominant thoughts. Before sleep, say, "While I rest, my mind is reorganizing itself for greater success." Your subconscious works through the night, and these words act as its instructions. You are literally programming your mind to support your success as you sleep. When setbacks occur, and every journey has them, replace failure with, "This is not failure. This is feedback for my growth." This language builds possibility instead of limitation. It opens doors instead of closing them. Speak these words with full conviction. Half-hearted affirmations produce half-hearted results. When you say, "I am becoming unstoppable," declare it as an obvious truth, because that is what you are affirming. Understand this about the language of success. It is not only about what you say, but also about what you feel when you say it. When you declare, "I am worthy of extraordinary success," your nervous system should resonate with that statement. That feeling is your body reorganizing around your new reality. As we move into practical application, I'll show you how to structure your day to maximize the effect of these words. Timing is essential. There are moments when your mind is most open to this new programming, and that is what we'll focus on next. Can you already feel the shift beginning? Can you sense new possibilities opening? What comes next will show you how to take these powerful words and weave them into your daily life, so that change becomes not just possible, but inevitable. The moment you open your eyes, before your feet touch the ground, understand this: those first minutes set the tone for your entire day. Your morning is not just a routine, it sets the frequency for the next 24 hours. This is where transformation takes root. Before reaching for your phone, before checking messages, pause. Take 3 deep breaths. In those breaths, you are not just taking in air, you are creating space for strength to enter. This is your moment of pure potential. The first words from your mouth must be words of power. Not "I'm tired," not "just another day," but "I am awakening to my greatest potential." Feel the difference in your body when you speak these words. Your pathways are already aligning with success. Your morning practice is not just about feeling good. It's about programming your mind for achievement. The moment you stand up, look in the mirror and declare, "I am becoming more powerful with every breath. Success is my natural state. Excellence flows through me." The key is not only what you say, but how deeply you feel it. When you declare, "This day belongs to me," let your entire being accept it as truth. Your subconscious responds to emotional intensity, not empty words. As you prepare for your day, keep this state of power alive. While showering, repeat, "I am cleansing myself of all limitations." Every drop of water is washing away doubt and fear. Your mind does not know this is symbolic, it accepts it as instruction. Now, for your daily intentions, they must be specific yet expansive. Do not just say, "I want a good day." Instead declare, "Today I am moving closer to my destiny. Every person I meet and every challenge I face contributes to my growth and success." Before leaving your home, pause one more time. Plant your feet firmly and say, "I am grounded in my power, connected to infinite possibilities, and ready to create extraordinary results." Feel that energy rising through your body. This morning protocol must become as natural as breathing. These are not simple exercises, they are the foundation of your new reality. Every word you speak in these first moments builds the blueprint for your day. Remember, the world will try to set your morning agenda, but with this protocol, you take control. You begin from a place of power, of clarity, and of certainty. Carry these words with you. "I am becoming more focused, more powerful, more successful with every step I take." Let them echo as you move through your tasks. These are not casual affirmations, they are direct instructions to your subconscious. Can you feel the difference when you begin your day this way? This is how you create momentum that lasts. Next, we will explore how to sustain this state throughout the day, even in the face of challenges. As the day ends, champions are shaped. Evening is not only for rest, it is for integration, reflection, and preparation. This is when you secure today's progress and prepare for tomorrow's victories. Take a quiet moment. Evening reflection is not just review, it is recalibration. Ask yourself, how did I speak to myself today? What words did I use in challenge and in success? Here's what makes this practice different. You are not only remembering, you are reinforcing. For every negative phrase you notice, create 3 powerful replacements. If you said, "I'm not good enough," replace it with, "I am growing stronger with each experience. I am learning quickly. I am becoming more capable every day." Your subconscious is most open during these hours. When you say, "Today's experiences have made me stronger," you are not just reflecting, you are rewiring your brain. Your mind takes these words and forms new pathways as you sleep. Instead of reliving problems, reframe them. Every obstacle today prepared me for greater success tomorrow. Every challenge strengthened my resolve. Every setback sharpened my focus. Now, prepare for tomorrow by speaking it into existence tonight. Before sleep, declare, "Tomorrow belongs to me. Success is drawn to me. My potential is unlimited, and I am stepping into it fully." Your reflection is not only about today, it is programming for tomorrow. When you say, "While I sleep, my mind is organizing itself for achievement," you are giving your brain exact instructions. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. Say, "I am proud of my growth. I am becoming more than I was yesterday. My development is certain." These words are the foundation of your future. As you drift to sleep, picture tomorrow's success. See yourself speaking with power, acting with clarity, creating extraordinary results. Your mind does not distinguish imagination from reality. Use this to your advantage. Remember, the thoughts you fall asleep with become the seeds of tomorrow. Declare, I am becoming more powerful every day, and plant that seed deep within your subconscious. Can you sense the strength of this evening practice? It is not just about closing today, it is about opening tomorrow. What comes next is how to bring all these parts together into lasting momentum. Right now, you stand at the point between who you were and who you are becoming. The power to change is not in the future, it is in the next word you speak to yourself. Take out your phone, open your notes, and write this for the next 3 days. I commit to speaking to myself with power, with purpose, with certainty. This is not just a note, it is a contract with your future self. When you leave here, your mind will try to return to old patterns. Doubts will rise. Memories of failure will come back. But now you know those thoughts are not who you are, they are just programming, waiting to be rewritten. Start tonight. Look in the mirror not with a glance, but with intention. See the potential that has been waiting to emerge. Say, I am becoming unstoppable. My potential is unlimited. My success is certain. For 3 days. Protect your self-talk as though your life depends on it, because it does. Every word is either building your future or reinforcing your limits. There is no neutral ground. Every phrase matters. Every thought counts. Keep a notebook with you. When you notice a negative phrase, stop, write it down, then write its replacement. This is not just an exercise, it is the process of rewiring your mind. Use the morning protocol without delay. Do not wait for motivation, create it with your words. Let your first thoughts each morning be of power, possibility, and certainty. Each evening, use reflection to strengthen your resolve. Celebrate your progress. Reinforce your decision to continue. And remember, you are not doing this alone. All over the world, people are practicing the same principles. They are speaking new words, building new realities, and transforming one phrase at a time. Your life is waiting for you to declare it. Your potential is waiting for you to confirm it. Your future is waiting for you to create it. These 3 days are not just another 72 hours, they are the foundation of your new reality. Stand now, feel the strength in your body, and declare, I commit to these 3 days. I commit to speaking words of power. I commit to creating my new reality. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your transformation. Do not walk forward, move with certainty, with direction, with the knowledge that these 3 days will set in motion changes that last. Your transformation begins now. The power is in your words. The time is this moment. Your new life is here.